Buccaneers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Blue ready. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Ready? Blue ready. Green, triple T. Let him know,
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Now Murray off play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making.
And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Let's go.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Play action. Now it's Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Watch twist. Watch twist. Six. Good. Now.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Murray. He's got his tight end, Burton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Play fake, Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, Winston. Winston on 3rd and 2. He completes it to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Winston now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. To the air again with Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. It's his whole
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
To try again after the sack. Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw a 4 or 5 pick.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check out Reed. Hey, watch it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Kill.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Murray. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Off the bootleg. Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. Screen play. Johnson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 3rd down, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game, as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
45.
To throw again on second down. Murray. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Evans. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second and 10, Winston. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more.
Safety's creeping. Jim. Check. Lucky. Even. Let's go.
Here's Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Snap comes to Murray at 1. Able to find Isabella. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. It's caught. Jones. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Now we watch everything with great anticipation because he just had his 999th reception. And yes, math majors, the next one, a big one, 1,000. Murray going to throw. Complete to Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now?
Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Off play action. Murray. Jones has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Well, we made a big deal about catch number 1,000, as we should. Now he's at 1,001, so he's building towards 2,000, Charles.
I like your optimism, and I love your math. Let's go ahead and get the next 1,000, and he started on it already.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run it with Johnson, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Jameis now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
First down, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Again, it's Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Kill. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 2nd and 9, Winston. And it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Murray, you got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Jameis to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to...
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. This one caught by Isabella. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Watch the safety creep.
And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
58, right over there. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Easy. Hey, under crunch. 58's the money.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's make these.
Play fake. Murray. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing.
Murray, one final try. Caught by Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45.